Let's drive. Let's drive the Tesla. I have found that this car is amazing. I uh, I I I've never driven something like this before in my life. I I now kind of understand why people say that this is a software company more than a car company. I'm kind of getting it now. I'm loving this car. I don't know if that explains explains my feelings towards this car enough. I'm loving the car so far. So let's go for a drive and see how it feels. I got an hour trip ahead. I'm gonna do a couple things on my own, and then I'm gonna set up the autopilot and then the self-driving, so you can see how it is. So let's go, shall we? Let's get out of this parking. Where is the sticker? Where is the sticker? Oh, here. Not the sticker, the parking um, receipt. Uh, you know very well this is a very quiet car. That was just a given, right? Any electric car, most hybrids, they're super quiet. So that's number one. There's a little bit of a sound, which is pretty cool. Ooh, sound. um, which I believe, for the most part, is enough. Feels maybe not so. It depends. It depends. Depends on the perspective. Depends on the person. What I mean is that one of the things that people
now turn
say.
Left onto Lenox Avenue. Now turn right onto Alton Road.
See, I set up a map, and just like any GPS, Google Maps, Apple Maps, Waze, it will give me directions, which
In 500 feet, turn left onto Lenox Avenue.
I can use for directions. See, I'm following what she says, as I should. But then also she drives itself, right? She is incredibly smart, and that way, and it's incredible. I couldn't I couldn't believe it. Here we go. Now I feel that camera, I need a 360-degree camera now, because probably you can see me, but you don't see anything else around the road. So at least for this video, I hope this is a good
Now turn left
take
onto Lenox Avenue.
on
Now
how
turn left
is
onto 6th Street.
well, this drive at least, right? Oh, that camera is gonna move a little bit. So I'm driving. You see, I'm driving. There you go. I am the one driving. So far, I am the one moving the wheel, pushing the accelerator, pushing the brake if necessary. I am the one doing those things. It's empowering. It's just nothing. It's just the same thing as any other car. But it's starting a little bit ahead. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give way for the car to drive
Now turn
itself.
right onto Alton Road.
It's just the first time, a couple days ago, I tried this. Oh, dude. I tried this, and it was incredible. It was super impressive. And I'm still amazed by it. I'm still cuckoo. It's just amazing. Let me see something around here. Okay, there you go. Awesome. So let's give it a try. This stick, one pull down as we're driving. If I pull it all the way down once, that's gonna set up autopilot, which is so far the way I feel that it does is it's the closest thing to a cruise control, but a way better cruise control. If you're not gonna do any turns, if you're in a just a straight road, there's lights, there's other cars, um, but still you want to have freedom. You want to use a cruise control. The regular cruise control, the cruise control that I used to have in all the other cars I've ever owned, you just set the speed and it will keep it. Later on, there was some settings. I had a previous ones that had a sensor up front, and that sensor would check the car up front and stop for you in case the car front would get too close to you. It does that. It does that. But on top of that, it's gonna check the lights. It's gonna stop at the lights. Let's do it. Once. Out to steer temporary unavailable. Okay. We have to be going. Yeah, we have to be going in order to set it up. It's gonna check the speed limits, right? Because the map knows the speed limits and also the cameras are reading the signs outside. It's gonna check the speed limits and keep the car on the current speed limits set along the route. That's crazy. That when I saw that, it was amazing. It's gonna match the speed of the car in front of you. If you decide you want to do that, it will do it for you. It will steer maybe straight road as far as there's no turns, but maybe there's some curves along. It will do that. There you go. And now we are. Now this is what's going to happen. The car is going to be just moving itself. Once that's autopilot, incredible. I don't do anything. I'm not pressing the pedals, neither the accelerator nor the gas. I'm not steering. It's not only keeping me in line, it's also aware of all the other cars, aware of the people around, aware of the lights, aware of the speed limits, aware of everything. But that one is not gonna decide to make turns or anything like that. The one we want is self-drive, and for that we need to press the stick twice under, and that's what I'm gonna do. So let's do it. So if we do 1, 2, no, it didn't. Or maybe already did. Now, since I have a route set up in my map, it will drive itself. It will drive itself all the way out there. Here's a caveat though. It needs my attention. Even if I don't do absolutely anything throughout the route, if I don't do nothing, but still will require my attention. So there's a camera on top, right above the mirror, that is keeping tabs on where my attention is. I need to be looking at the road. I need to be looking at the lights. I need to, just stay attentive to what's going on, as if I was driving, just in case there's actually something that requires my input, right? Just in case something really out of nowhere happens and it needs my attention. It did happen once already, where I was in the highway, where it was 95. We were heading south, and there were some tires. You know how tires explode sometimes? truck tires and stuff like that, and then all the pieces just on the highway. And for the most part, that doesn't do much to your car when you step on those things. But sometimes, tires, sometimes they're, pretty bulky, or they may include some wires, some stuff, and you don't want to, you don't want to run over those things and maybe, have an accident because your car slides, or maybe that stuff gets stuck underneath your car, whatever. You want to avoid those kinds of obstacles, and the car was not going to do it. So I did it. I took control, and then making sure that everything was safe around me, I went ahead and took control, and then avoided the the tires that were in the middle of the road. That's the only time I've really. I'm thinking. Here's the thing. I don't think it would have been. It was absolutely 100% necessary. I think could have we could have just gone over the tire, and everything would have been fine. More likely, probably, yeah. But that's the only instance where I can think I had to take control over the car, so far. So far. Other than that, here we go, and I'm not doing anything. Anything. It has been following the route pretty nicely so far, so I'm thinking that self-drive is activated, and not just autopilot, which is awesome. And if that's the case, we're gonna know pretty quick, because there's the exit I'm supposed to be taking. It's coming out real soon, so we're gonna know if it's just going down the road, if it's just the autopilot, just making sure that we keep speed limits, stay on the road, stay in between lines, stay away from other cars and people, stay safe as we just drive along, or if in fact it's going to go ahead and make exits and turns and everything else in order to get to your destination. Let's see, we're getting close to my exit on in order to go down to 95. Here's a
500 feet. Keep right to take Alton Road.
500 feet. Keep left. Keep what? Well, yeah. I have right now 39% battery, and then this trip is gonna be starting here. I should have taken note of that when started, but we haven't driven too much either. We got 31 miles ahead. 31 miles ahead. Battery right now is at 39%, and it says that
Keep right to take Alton Road.
keep right to take Alton Road, and here it is. Here it is doing it. Doing it. This is crazy. This is fantastic. I need a 360-degree camera so you can see what it just did. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, where car is driving itself.
Now turn left onto West 41st Street.
Not only autopilot, but it's doing everything now. And we're gonna be there in 47 minutes, and chances are I'm not gonna have to put any input at all. At all. And that's crazy. That is crazy. I yeah. I'm still amazed. Probably it's gonna grow old. Probably I'm gonna get used to it. But it's been a couple days, and it's just been crazy. It's like a ghost is driving the car. Sounds stupid, but hey, that's the way it feels. Um, so yeah, cannot complain so far. It's been the best car I ever owned so far. Far, by far. The car is very attentive. Ooh, you fell over there. I'm gonna pick you up in a second. There you go. Because other drivers sometimes make really stupid things. We know that, don't we? We know that. But the car is really attentive as far as paying attention to other cars, to um, the silly things that sometimes people do. It really does make a great job keeping attention. And then again, remember, despite all of that, this camera is making sure that I am paying attention to the road, I am paying attention to everything around me. Despite of all of those great things, even though it's doing everything on its own, it's making sure that I am looking at it, that I'm here in case of anything. And we're here crossing the intercoastal, coming from Miami, heading up north. It's incredible. It's a very sweet, comfortable ride, by the way. Cannot complain about that either. Awesome. On point. I thought it was gonna be harsher, to be honest. I thought that the ride was gonna be a little harder. Sweet. Sweet. And yeah. All the controls, very, very intuitive. Everything's so easy to reach. There's a truck. There's another car. Just on the shoulder of the road, getting off. And I can see it. It's right there. This is the 195. And no, not the 195. The Rickenbacker. What's the name of this one? Anyway, we're heading west towards the I-95, so we can take I-95 north. Got the water, city, Miami over there. It's a very pretty day. A bit chilly, maybe you can tell. And I'm still wearing this. I should take it out. It's not necessary. Oh,
In 1 mile, take exit 1 on the right onto Interstate 95 north
we're gonna
toward Fort
take
Lauderdale.
the next
Now
exit to
Interstate
take 95.
north ramp on the right.
You hear the lady. Lady spoke. And we're about to do that with no input from myself whatsoever. None of it. Anyway, yeah, this is crazy. Oh yeah, the climate system in this car is fantastic. Just set the temperature, and it does an amazing job keeping the temperature that you like to have. 68, 70, 72, 74, less, more, whatever. You just put the number, and then the way that you coordinate and point at the places you want the card, the AC to come out. So easy. So it's so cool.
Now take exit 1 on the right.
Now take exit 1 on the right. And we will.
Now take the Interstate 95 north ramp on the right. In 500 feet, take the Interstate 95 north ramp on the right toward Fort Lauderdale.
I have not done anything. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, next time I'll try to have a 360-degree camera so you can see. I'm not bluffing. This is for real. The road's ahead of me. The highway is in front of me. We're going at 50 and pretty soon we're going to be doing 65. along with hundreds of other drivers and cars, and I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any input. I'm not pushing the pedals, and I'm not moving the wheel. The car is doing all of that on its own. It is crazy. It's switching lines in the highway like nothing, like it's nothing. I am amazed. Probably you land on a video like this, probably you already know capabilities of this car. Probably. Or maybe you didn't. And if that's the case, welcome. This does this. This is this kind of stuff that this car can do. It's crazy. The roof, amazing. I love it. I thought that, because it's glass, heat it was going to be unbearable. Not at all, whatsoever. Fantastic. Um, I was lucky. I found the car available. Like the combination of colors and everything was pretty much what I wanted. White and black. Um, and then outside, same deal. Is super comfortable. Yeah, that's a pretty good description of how I feel about this car so far. I'm trying to be as descriptive as possible. It is a trip. Literally and figuratively, this is a trip. It's incredible how far technology has gone. Oh, you can decide whether you want the car to do tolls or no. This is by far, and I know that many other cars nowadays, like before, we're talking about the Prius I drove, and that had that ability to stop for you if you get too close to the car in front of you. Okay. And I know that capability is also being used for traffic. When you're in traffic and you're accelerate, brake, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. And I know many cars do that nowadays, but this is another level. This is another level, because not only do that. I'm gonna switch lines now, and I didn't didn't do anything, so it would do it. Nada. This is another level. There's a driver that is speeding and racing. I saw it on the screen, coming from behind us, way before it saw it on the side. I see every car around it. 95 at this point has 2, 4, 6, 7 lanes. I can see all the cars in the 7 lanes, all of them. Like in probably like a 50-meter radius, way more, like 100-meter radius. All of the cars are here in the screen. And it's great that I can see that, but it's really most important that the car can see it, because it's taking all the decisions that it needs to make in order to. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Give me 1 second.